My beautiful Gemini, welcome to your love reading for late March 2025. I hope you're doing well. Based on the pre-shuffle, I have to start this reading with some harsh truths, okay? I feel like nothing's really getting off the ground for you in love, and you might be feeling a little bit frustrated right now with this Page of Pentacles in the reverse. But the reason why you're finding things ending before they even get a chance to begin is because you're trying to build something from the wrong, like you're trying to build from no foundation. So the Tower is here. You're trying to build something from a shaky foundation. So what do I mean by that? Well, a relationship requires essential ingredients if it's going to stand the test of time, if it's not going to crumble, and it's going to survive through the challenges that are inevitably going to face this relationship. There's going to need to be trust, mutual respect, communication, all of the qualities that should be present when it comes to a loving, healthy, respectful relationship. And that's why you've got the Three of Cups. I feel like Spirit is trying to say, you want a romantic relationship? Consider starting with friendship first, because that's when you're going to have those essential ingredients. Treat the person as if you would a dear friend. You know, how do you treat a dear friend? You value their time. You reach out to them and see how their day is going. You genuinely try to get to know them and find, common ground. You make plans to have experiences together and undertake, activities together, share moments, create memories, that's what I'm seeing. So let's see what else the tarot gives me. So I don't know if you've been trying to, have an instant connection with someone. Maybe you've been quite impatient in the love department and things just fizzle. Angels and Spirit, please show me, what does Gemini need to see when it comes to love? Or maybe you're interested in a particular person, but the reason why this person isn't really interacting with you in the way that you were hoping, it's because this person wants to get to know you as friends first. That could just be their preferred approach, right? Angels and Spirit, please show me, what does Gemini need to see when it comes to love? What does Gemini need to see when it comes to love, please, Spirit? What does Gemini need to see? See, Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Maybe this could be you wondering why this person isn't trying to work on this relationship or put in effort. We've got the Six of Pentacles. This can be an energy of an unrequited love, or getting the bare minimum from someone. It's because you were approaching the getting to know you phase from a completely different viewpoint. This person just wanted to, get to know you without the pressure of an instant chemistry. That's the impression that I'm getting. I feel like this person could be quite chilled and you don't know really how to approach them. See, you're coming in as the Knight of Wands. You're coming in quite passionately. You want to get the show on the road, whereas the other person could be quite patient with this Queen of Pentacles energy, right? Right, Angels and Spirit, please show me. And the Queen of Pentacles is that energy of nurturing. You can nurture a friendship, and if it develops into something more, then great. That's definitely the approach that I feel your person of interest prefers. What else does Gemini need to see, please, Spirit? What else does Gemini need to see? Like maybe you were coming in like wanting to seduce this person, but you know, that's just not where they were at. That's not what they were ready for. What does Gemini need to see when it comes to, and I'm not saying you did the wrong thing. I'm just reading the energy. I'm letting you know what happened. But there was a discrepancy. There was a discrepancy between what the two of you were, you know, the agenda that you had. Angels and Spirit, please show me, what does Gemini need to see when it comes to love? Yeah, so we've got the King of Cups in the reverse. I feel like it could take this person time to develop emotions. And, you know, without emotions, this person really isn't the type to dive into something passionate. Angels and Spirit, please show me, what does Gemini need to see when it comes to this person of interest? Yeah, 8 of Wands in the reverse position. They wanted, you know, a slower pace, whereas you were kind of, you know, 8 of Wands is faster, more passionate, more and more, that kind of energy, right? It's momentum. So that's where I think the wheels came off. And this could have been a missed opportunity, or it could have just faded. And you were left wondering, okay, well, what happened there? I don't know. Let me know in the comments if that's how it unfolded for you, or that's how it's unfolding right now. Spirit is saying you can turn this around. It's not too late. We've got turn the negative to positive. Angels and Spirit, please show me. Please show me, what does Gemini need to see when it comes to this connection? What does Gemini need to see when it comes to this connection, please? You've got take time away from love. Freedom can be the gateway to happiness. So I feel like maybe you're trying to force something, even if it's not just with a specific person. You could be quite determined right now to join forces with someone, share your life with someone, but I feel like it could be the wrong energy at the moment. We are in retrograde season, don't forget. Venus, the planet of love and beauty, is actually moving backwards. So it's not really a time to get the show on the road and launch into something, and it's lacking momentum, the universal forces. So you've got to go with the universal forces. You have to go with the flow and just maximize the current energies. And how do you do that? It's by going with the flow instead of swimming against the current. So not only is Venus retrograde, but Mercury is retrograde. It's a time where we get lost in translation, we get misunderstood, or we get caught up in situations where we're not on the same page. And that's what I feel like has happened here. So Spirit is saying just back off a little bit, take some time away from trying to force anything in love. The card says hit the pause button and take some time apart. You know, work on yourself as an individual. Give this person a chance to realize what life looks like without you. See, this isn't finished. There's still time to turn this situation around, but you're going to need to give it a wide berth. You're going to need to give it some breathing room, okay? Yeah, so the first sentence on this card here says, falling in love can be magical, but don't be so eager, because it gives off the wrong vibe and people get scared, right? You've got don't use sex to bring them closer. What did I just say to you? This person kind of needs the emotions to build and develop before they want to rip your clothes off. That's what I'm getting from this person. So I feel like you wanted to knock this person's socks off. You wanted to, you know, get intimate with this person, but this card says don't confuse sex with some kind of currency. Treat it as a way to keep them close. You're deserving to meet someone who's just as crazy about you. So get to know someone, see if they appreciate you for who you really are before trying to knock their socks off in the bedroom, okay? You've got love and respect yourself. I feel like maybe you're really eager to find someone to share your life with as a form of maybe validation. You're feeling that there's a bit of a void in your life, and that's why, you know, you really just want to cut the crap, cut the early stages of dating, and just get to the nitty gritty. That's kind of what I'm picking up in your energy. But this card is saying, give yourself some time, listen to yourself, dive deep within your soul, essentially date yourself first, enjoy the honeymoon phase, love yourself, and love will then find you. There's no shortcuts here. And I know it sounds a bit bland, like it lacks a bit of romance, dating yourself, but there's no shortcuts, I'm sorry to say. Okay, Gemini? Yeah, focus on your own happiness instead of hoping that someone's going to enter into your life and be, you know, the answer to all of your problems. Have the kind of life other people can get excited about. You want someone to come in and be sure about you? Well, first you have to create a really fun and enjoyable life for yourself. Otherwise, you're putting too much pressure on the other person, right? So the more passion you have about yourself and about your life, the more passionate other people are going to be about you, because your world is going to be exciting and you will have created all of that for yourself. You can't enjoy dating if your life is boring. So you need to create passion and excitement on your own behalf, is the message. Let's see what other messages we get for you. Okay, angels and spirit, please show me what is the guidance for Gemini in love. Yes, I think these cards are for you. A treasured desire will be realized, so you will get your soulmate relationship that's passionate and exciting if you're willing to persist in your search, and the stunning result will render worthwhile the considerable effort you've had to invest in manifesting your path. But heed my advice before that treasured desire can come in, okay? But you do have a phase change coming in your life journey, so you've got that to look forward to. In the meantime, create a more exciting life for yourself. And then you've got a card that says, it's not wise to try to build a foundation on shifting ground. There's that Tower card. You were trying to form an instant relationship with someone without getting to know them first, understanding how their mind ticks, seeing if there was enough in common, seeing if the two of you share values, see if the two of you have compatible lifestyles. You can't fast track all of that stuff and have an instant relationship. Okay, so I'm going to finish your reading with a crystal spirit message. Angels and spirit, please show me what is the guidance for Gemini in love in late March 2025. Okay, I love this message for you. It's expect miracles, okay? But you have to be smart and do the self-work before they can be possible. Okay, so the card says, beyond what the eye can see lies a field of infinite possibilities, the field where the 13th century poet Rumi asked his lover to meet him. Green Aventurine calls you to recognize that there is no end to the number of people who will come into your life offering loving support and acceptance, so never settle for less than you deserve. The conscious universe is always sending new opportunities for experiencing love, and make sure there are many fish in the sea. So open to possibility, and the love that you seek will show up for you. You might not see options right now. You might have had your eyes set on one person and that fell through the cracks. But Spirit is saying you've got luck on your side. There's going to be new opportunities coming in. Possibilities for experiences that your soul craves. They're everywhere. And the gate to the field of infinite potential is always open. So get out of this lack mindset where you feel like you have to build an instant relationship. That needs to go. Okay? I hope this reading was helpful. Do leave me feedback in the comments, Gemini, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.